Um, so today is May 17th, and we have OPEX. Price action has been pretty crappy in my opinion. Very choppy and kind of slow. The market is still one time framing up on all time frames except for the fact that overnight ES and NQ both just looked below the overnight, below yesterday's low. I usually change the one time framing when this happens during the RTH. You could say that it's broken, but I'm gonna see how it's treated during the regular trading hours. If we break yesterday's low, that means that we're back in balance for the first time in a while. We've been having lots of a big move up with very little break with a few gaps below. So for today, what I'm gonna be looking at is, first of all, how we treat this value area from yesterday. Do we come back above 53.27 and a quarter? If we do and accept here, above here, then it triggers the value area rule, meaning that there's a high chance that we move to value area high from yesterday at 53.42. And if we do, then we have to see, do we accept prices in here and extend this value, or do we make new highs and hit our target here at 53.67? You can see that in the longer time frame, you can see we're putting a range here, and there's a little bit of a double distribution, right? But the previous range is down here. So in the case that we start trading, let me make this bigger here. So in the case that we start trading back below this low volume area, which is this lower distribution, so I would actually want to see below 5300, right? So and if we start trading here, then this becomes a magnet first, which is just below 5300, and then here we have a bigger chance of filling this gap into 52.74 and a quarter and retesting the CPI scene of the crime, and that high volume node at 52.68.69. And then below that, of course, is the 20-day point of control. Excuse me. So basically, accepting these prices, we're balancing here. Below this, we could see a move down to, or an attempt to move down and filling that gap. NQ, I always look at NQ for to see if we are kind of moving together with ES. NQ respects the zones well, just I'm not as good as seeing precise levels to the tick like on ES because I don't look at it as closely. But you know, the situation is similar. We had a big rally, we left a gap here, and now we're looking to see if we end the one time framing up. If we do move down below this low volume area at 18,600, then I'll be looking to target 18,500 and then see if we can fill the gap. But other than that, we have a lot of volume that we're putting on here at 18,700, and right now we're inside yesterday's value area low. So if we stay here, then there's a likelihood of a move into 18,730, which is value area high on NQ. Okay. Crude oil has been trading in the same range. Yesterday we had a pretty small range after this big move up. We rolled over to the end contract, but we're still in the same range. So if we break above 80, 30 and change, which is above all the moving averages, right? The 20, the 21, the 200, then we can see a move into 81. But for now, it's a fade the edges kind of situation, and in where if we get up here, I'm gonna be looking for shorts back into 78, 80. And if we move below here, I'm going to be looking for longs back into the same area until we break this. Once we break this, then we can look for longs into the previous upper range. Gold is back into this area where we had a previous 4-day range balance, 4-day balance, and we're getting back inside this range, so accepting prices here. So now the target becomes 24.15ish. I was trying to get along above this highs, but I have an order waiting at 23.95 if we pull back, then to travel back to the upper side of the range, but I haven't gotten filled yet. So if I get a fill, then I'll target 24.15. And then after that, if we break these highs, then there's a chance we test this spike above, or we could also be balancing, accepting prices up here, see if we can put some volume here. Otherwise, we're gonna come down into this area where we are trying to establish value, although we're one-time framing up. If you look at this, since this day, we're being one-time framing up. Today's OPEX, we don't have much. We have some Fed speaking at 10:15, but not much on the news side. We have some oil rig count at 1 p.m., but other than that, that's pretty much it for the week. If you made money on the week, be careful, don't lose it on a Friday. And just know that today is gonna be very likely that we have a choppy day, so be patient and wait for the setups to be clear. All right, good luck.